All right, seventh grade. Here is your second slideshow, accompanied by guided notes. So today we're just going to talk about the kinds of birds you might see. So in general, there are four categories. These are not exactly scientific categories like we've talked about with the different phylums and stuff. These are just general characteristic categories, like how you would see a bird and you would call it this kind of bird, as opposed to actual scientific evidence. So the first one is the flightless birds. Then you got your water birds, you've got your perching birds, and you've got your birds of prey. And on this slideshow, I have an emu as an example of a flightless bird. I have, I believe, I don't remember exactly what this is, but I thought this was a cool bird, like wading in the water. Same here. I don't remember exactly what kind of bird this was, but I thought it was cool because it was colorful. And there is a hawk. That is a bird of prey. So first topic is flightless birds. Obviously, that is birds that cannot fly. So all birds have wings, but not all birds can fly. This is mainly due to the fact that they do not have a large keel. And if you remember from the last slideshow, the keel is a large breastbone that holds the muscles together. And so if they don't have a large keel, their strong flight muscles don't have an anchor to hold themselves together, and so they can't fly. So they've adapted other ways to move around, these birds. So some examples of adaptations would be like strong legs and being good at swimming. And the examples I have on this slideshow are ostriches, which, as you can see, they have long, tall, strong legs. Penguins, which they don't fly, but they're really good at swimming in the water. And they actually do have a pretty large keel. They just don't use it to fly. They only use it to, like, quote, fly in water. And then here's your kiwi. Ain't it cute? So kiwis are native to New Zealand, and I've actually seen one before. You can only see them in the nighttime. So a lot of these zoos that have kiwis, they'll have like a special dark room because these guys are nocturnal, so they only come out at night. Water birds is the next category. So they both can fly and swim, which is why penguins aren't generally categorized here, because penguins do not fly. They have webbed feet in general, and their food sources can come from water and land. So the beak shapes differ because of this, because some beaks are made to catch insects, while other beaks are made to, like, crack nuts, and other beaks are made to get fruit. So some examples of these are cranes, ducks, geese, swans, pelicans, and loons. And the example I have here is a loon having some fish. Notice that it's got a long, thin beak shape so that it's good and precise about catching its fish. Next we have perching birds. They are categorized here because they sit on branches because of their adaptations with their legs and their feet. They are able to close their feet around the branch and stay wrapped there even while they're sleeping. So you know how we might be holding on to something and we fall asleep and then we drop it? Well, these guys don't ever let go, even while they're asleep. And so the examples I have are the American robin here and parrots. And I know it says on the example thing robins, warblers, and sparrows, but parrots are also an example of these perching birds, and also they look cool. And then the last category is birds of prey. These are the type of birds that hunt and eat other vertebrates. They have good adaptations for hunting, such as sharp claws and beaks, good vision, and good hearing. And some examples of this are owls, eagles, falcons, ospreys, vultures, and hawks. The interesting thing about the vulture is that it's also a scavenger, which I don't think we've talked about quite as much. But there's these category of animals that they only eat prey after it's already been attacked and killed and eaten by somebody else. So they basically just eat the scraps left over. And that is what a vulture does. So the examples I have on here, this is an osprey with its prey, which is a fish. And there's a falcon. I thought this falcon looked really cute, but also really menacing at the same time. So that's it. Those are your 4 categories of birds. And I hope that you're able to get good notes out of this.